The last room. The year is 2006. Sehr is a 20-year-old university student. She's come back from Lahore to her grandmother's old mansion in a remote village in Punjab. After nightfall, never go near the last room. It's not just silence that lives there, something else. But what before Sehr could ask? Her grandmother turned and walked away, disappearing into the depths of the haveli like a ghost. She couldn't see anything in the pitch-black room, so she called out, "Hello? Is anyone there?" But the only response was the sound of her own voice echoing back at her. Then she saw it, a full-length mirror on the opposite wall. As she moved closer, the reflection didn't show her. Instead, it looked through her. Forever trapped between mirrors and shadows in that room, in that house, in that village, no one ever truly left. And the last room remained, silent, empty, waiting for its next story. It was her, same face, but with pitch-black eyes, blood smeared across the cheeks and a wicked grin. "I'm Sehr," it said, "the one who came here before. Now it's your turn." And with that, the door slammed shut. The world outside vanished and silence screamed. The once vibrant haveli now stood eerily quiet and lifeless. Paint was peeling off the walls. She was trapped. Then she banged on the door and screamed for help, but no one came. She was utterly alone. Later that night he crept towards the last room, tried the doorknob. It was unlocked. Pushed the door open and stepped inside. But whatever happened in that room, whatever secrets it held, it didn't take long to claim another victim. Then she turned to the mirror, but it wasn't reflecting her anymore. Instead, it showed the grinning face of a ghastly figure that seemed to be emerging out of it. Soon, its reflection was all that remained. The glass windows were shattered, and the lush green grass outside had turned into a wild, thorny jungle. She said nothing, tightened the chain, nailed the boards back on, and lit an oil lamp at the door. A week later, another visitor arrived, Sier's brother. He explored the haveli with a sense of adventure, uncovering old photo albums and reminiscing about the good times. When he asked his grandmother about the last room, she said, "Beta, explore all you want, just never enter the last room. There's not just silence in there, there's something else." With that cryptic warning, she turned away, leaving her son with more questions than answers. And in the darkness, her eyes fell on the door. She felt an unexplainable pull towards it, like it was calling out to her. And then she heard it. A whisper, soft yet distinct, echoing inside her mind. "Come closer, Beta. You deserve to know the truth." Her curiosity overwhelmed her fear. She knew she shouldn't, but she had to see what was inside. As Sehr stepped through the rusted main gate, a chilling breeze grazed her face, almost like a whisper in the wind. She could hear the wind chime, yet there was no wind. And standing right in front of her was her Nanny Emma, her grandmother. But her eyes, they were hollow, dark, and deep, like an abyss. They weren't looking at Sehr at all. It was as if she were seeing something that wasn't there. She had this vacant, faraway look in her eyes. "Sehr Beta," her grandmother began, in a voice that sounded ancient and frail. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Sehr decided to explore. The haveli was massive, but the rooms she found were all empty, like everyone had vanished into thin air. Then she noticed a single door at the end of the hallway. It was pitch black, adorned with strange wooden planks. Etched on them were symbols in an unrecognizable language. This must be the last room her grandmother had mentioned. But why was it locked? Was there really something so sinister within those four walls that even her grandmother could not bring herself to talk about it? Then suddenly, the electricity went out. The wind began to howl outside. Her phone died. She pushed the door open, and a cold, rotting stench hit her. Sehr tried to push the door open, but it was no use. The next morning, Sier's grandmother found the room sealed shut again. The allure of the forbidden was too much for him. In the end, the only thing that changed was their reflections.